Most people I know are stuck in 10, 15, 20, 25 areas of their life, and they have no idea what to do about it. They just know that they aren't happy there, and they think they just have to put up with it. They're coping, they're not growing, and they've learned that that's just the way it is in life, that you have to put up with the you know what in order to have the good. You know what? It's not true. It's not true at all. The responsibility process is the most important information I know and have to share about how to get unstuck in any part of our lives and break through to freedom, choice, and power. It is the ultimate change tool. It is the ultimate tool for taking ownership of my life. It is the ultimate tool for facing any challenge, any obstacle, any problem, and stepping up to enlightened self-leadership. Responsibility is leadership. Self-leadership is responsibility. If you know anything about the responsibility process, you know that below the line, right, we cope with problems, we talk about problems, we don't solve problems. Above the line, we obliterate problems because we tap into our unique genius and our unique inspiration that's only ours, that's in our creative, resourceful mind, and we generate new solutions that lead us to freedom, choice, and power. What an amazing time in your life right now during this global turmoil to start building this meta-level skill of being able to combine your thinking abilities, your intellect, and your emotional abilities, right, in order to overcome problems. So the way we get stuck is because our emotions get hijacked, right, by the problem, and then we use our thinking abilities to try and solve the problem and to do all kinds of things below the line, and we never do. So the responsibility process is a meta-level skill that gives us amazing abilities to integrate both our cognitive thinking abilities and our emotional abilities in order to face and blast through anything. That's why I say that enlightened leadership is not leadership that's arrived to the top of the mountain and has the light that nobody else has. No, enlightened leadership is simply leadership that knows there's more. They know that there's more to learn and to acquire about two things. Number one, how to have more productive organizations, how to be able to produce more value for less cost, right, and stay in business. The second thing is that they know that there's got to be a way for people to have lives at work. So that's what my life has been about for 30 years, is organizational science taught me that there's two big issues, right? How do we have more productive groups and produce value for our customers or our clients or whoever sponsors or sources us? And how do we have a life while doing that, instead of waiting for that to be over so that we go have a life somewhere else? I want you to have a life at work. I want you to be more valuable and more productive at work. I want you to create results that matter for yourself and for others. I want you to know that there's ever more light to be had, and the way you get that light is by practicing responsibility. So I want you to join Responsibility Immersion right now. The next cohort starts July 15th, and if you're watching this at some later time, just go to responsibility.com/immersion and see when the next cohort is going to start. It's a deep dive into understanding exactly how our minds get stuck and what to do about it and how to get unstuck. Not only that, it's an immersion into a culture of responsibility that counteracts the culture of coping that you live in, the cultural trance that says that's just the way it is that you live in. So responsibility immersion is designed to activate a responsibility practice in you and to give you the reps, the iterations over 20 weeks and the exposure to so many people who have done it and who are thriving because of it, who are living brilliant lives and changing their careers and changing their families and changing their relationships. It's designed to immerse you in that so that you are able to overcome the inertia of the 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 years of cultural programming that you have that says, no, don't worry about it. Just keep knocking your head against the wall, seeking other people's approval and seeking safety and not making waves and not seeking your own happiness or joy. Just keep doing what you're doing on the hamster wheel. No, stop it, right? What an amazing time to pick up these skills. So what I want you to do is simply go to www.responsibility.com/immersion. The link is right below, and check it out. If you have any questions at all, contact us, hello@responsibility.com, hello@responsibility.com, hello@responsibility.com. I want to hear from you about what's stopping you from joining us right now. If it's money, tell me, we'll see what we can do. If it's anything else, tell me, we'll see what we can do. I want to go to work for you. This is the same material, the same leadership development that corporations spend over $1 million on for a small group of people, right? You can have it for a tiny amount of money for yourself, as long as you're willing to do the work online with us in both live and recorded replay events. So responsibility.com/immersion. Put me to work in your life, to your freedom, choice, and power. I want you to be an enlightened leader.